we talked about it before, more hypothetically, that if another terrorist attack happens, then that guarantees Trump the nomination. I mean, maybe not in the U.S., but we don't have to talk about it hypothetically that much anymore because it seems like it's almost likely that another attack is going to happen. And with that said, Josh, would these terrorist attacks make Donald Trump an inevitable president no matter what Hillary does?
See, in the general, that's a tough question. Because again, in the primary, Cruz is just as crazy as Trump when it comes to their plans for the Middle East and dealing with terrorism. So I mean, they're both talking they're both appealing to that like dark side nature of the voters. If it were, say, Hillary or, Bernie, God bless his heart, trying to compete with Trump or Cruz on this front, I think it would guarantee the Republican victory unless Hillary or Bernie or fucking somebody could make that sort of emotional appeal in the way that Democrats aren't able to do. If you could get someone to come out there and do and I hate to keep bringing him up, but he was the best at this, a Reagan-like speech where he comes out and just sort of in the soft voice lays it out, makes you feel good, makes you feel safe, makes it feel like the adults are in. That, I think, is what we're desperate for. We are absolutely desperate for someone like that. And I think part of the reason why Trump is winning with, nonsense policy is that they just make supporters, it validates their anger and their fear and makes them feel like at least he understands it. If he can't fix it, he at least understands it. So I think that's, unless the Democrats can make that sort of same emotional argument, which is always harder when you're going for the higher emotions like, forgiveness and bravery instead of fear and anger. Another terrorist attack within our borders would mean President Trump or Cruz would be inaugurated in January.
Yeah, inside the borders, no question about it. But keep in mind, Hillary is the great chameleon of politics. We've watched her as soon as Bernie got any traction at all. Hillary, started morphing into Bernie, and changing her positions on things and changing her literal tone of voice to become more Bernie-like. I suspect in the general election she will do exactly the same, but she will start to try to match Trump's levels of violence if polling shows that that's working. If it doesn't show it's working, she'll do something else. So I suspect if the attacks are overseas where there's still a little fudge room, Hillary will change herself to keep the rhetoric at the same level. But I agree with Josh. I mean, God help us if there was any kind of large-scale terror attack in the United States. Trump might not be fascist enough for the American public at that point.